Well, our next presenter who'll be making a presentation on future of marketing, brands evolving from traditional to digital landscape. I beg your pardon, no. Salvador Lopez, the professor of ESADE Business School, Spain, will be talking about digital transformation, rocking the world of music. Now that's another way of approaching marketing. And this final session is important from a different perspective. Let me put it this way. Now, if I were to say that, every one of us would like to be frank and earnest, that would be a good thing, right? To be frank and earnest. But if you were in London, you could be in trouble. Because if you're frank in London and earnest in Liverpool, you'd have an identity crisis. And this was the kind of identity crisis that, unfortunately, Salvador Lopez faced when he arrived in Dhaka yesterday. Because when he was walking through immigration, they said, right, so what do you do? Oh, I'm a marketing man. What are you here for? I'm here for a seminar. And I said, what's that on your back? He said, a guitar. And they said, well, what does a marketing man want with a guitar? And he said, but I use it. He said, oh, then you'll have to get a permission from the Ministry of Culture. And there you are. So, here was a man being frank and earnest and still being misunderstood. But the beauty is that Salvador believes that the business world has really got a lot to learn from music, especially in these demanding times. In fact, probably a little more than that. And according to him, collaborating lecturer in the Department of Marketing Management at ESADE Business School in Barcelona, Spain, and author of the book Rock Volution Empresarial, I hope I got that correct, Rockstar set a very good example for business management. Think about it. Rockstar setting a very good example of business management because he considers a rock band to be a human team with its own goals, methodologies, strategies, innovation, approach. Think about it, brand, positioning, customer experience, and product, and a lot more. Think about this. The Beatles as a rock band or as a team of entrepreneurs working with passion and innovating, taking risks, following their passions, all with one goal in mind, to rock their audience. And now to rock you, let me present and welcome on stage Salvador Lopez.
ESADE. Thank you. Good evening. How are you? Oh, that's good to hear that. So, well, it's a pleasure. It's impressive being here. It's a big occasion for me. I'm so honored. Wow, this is crazy. So let me just put some of my stuff here. Yeah. So it's been a long day for you. You've been absorbing a lot of marketing knowledge and ideas. All right, yep. Just give me that. Exactly. Yeah, that's it. There's a little sound check. Whoa. Are you okay? All right. Thank you very much. Okay, so let me start at the beginning. Well, it's an honor, it's a pleasure. Thank you very much to the Bangladesh brand for bringing me here from so far away, because I came from the other side of the planet, which is an amazing experience for me. I don't know how many hours I was flying, but it's my pleasure, and I feel so honored and privileged to be here, sharing these strange ideas that I'm going to share with you this evening. So, well, first, we have some smoke here. Wow, this is very promising, isn't it? So first, let me introduce myself. We don't have image. Do we have? we have it's coming, right? Well, I was going to introduce myself because there are several Salva Lopez inside of this one you have in front of you. It's like being a psycho or something. I mean, there's several personalities inside of me. And I'm trying to combine them all and still breathe, right? So the first one, just to show you about some of these several personalities. This is me giving classes, as you've been told. I'm a marketing teacher in a business school in Barcelona, in Europe. And I've been so for the last 9 years, I think. So I'm giving classes to people from all over the world, which is crazy. I love it. I love teaching. This is one of the best things I do in life. I love marketing. This is me writing. I'm a writer. I normally write articles, and I'm writing now my third book about disruptive education. This is me on my radio show. I used to have a radio show talking about music and business and what business can learn from musicians, which is a lot. And finally, last but not least, this is me performing live, believe it or not, with my band. You know, that's the rock and roll thing, no? So this is me, the conjunction of these four, Salva Lopez, and some others that I don't want to mention because I don't want to waste your time. But normally, when I think about music, well, I live in this intersection between your world, because I'm one of yours. I mean, I'm a businessman. But I live in this intersection between the world of music and the world of business and the world of education. And from this intersection, I can see for miles many, many interesting things that you could take into consideration when taking your own decisions on business. So, yeah, all these people that you've seen on the screen, for me, they are entrepreneurs that once they became a company, and now they are multinational companies. So these guys are truly masters of marketing. They know a lot. They've been doing so much for decades that we should pay attention to many of their ideas. When you think about this, you normally, well, the thing is that we all have been like programmed somehow to think in a certain way. That's not good or bad. That's just a fact. But we've been programmed to think that in the world of rock and roll, let me say this, there's a lot of sex, drugs, and rock and roll, isn't it? You've heard about this. You know what? It's true. But anyway, yeah. But anyway, there's much more things behind this world. There's a world of great ideas, innovation, creativity, teamwork, adaptation to change, reinvention, and many, many other topics. And for sure, marketing, a lot of marketing. So that's what I'm going to try to tell you about this afternoon or this evening. As a matter of fact, I don't know everything. I'm not God. I don't know everything. You know everything about your business. You're so many different people, so many different business brands, companies. I don't have your answers. But I have some questions because the first thing I learned at the business school was the importance of a great question. I mean, answers are not that important. I would prefer much more a good question, an innovative, original, new question than 100 or 1,000 of good answers, because good questions will start your creative process in your minds. So this evening, I'm not bringing you answers as if I was an expert in everything. I'm bringing you new questions because my purpose is to inspire your own thinking, your own critical and creative thinking. Okay, so I will put much more effort on questions than in answers. So that said, well, this is my first time in Bangladesh. I have no idea of if you're familiar or not with some Western music. So let me test you. Can I test you? Yeah? Okay. So the thing is that let's play a game, okay? You want to play this game with me? Okay, so I'm going to start playing some songs. And please, can you raise your hand if you know the tune, if you know the song, just to check if you're familiar with which kind of music. Is that okay? Is that acceptable? All right. Are you ready? I cannot hear you. Are you ready? Oh, much better now. Yes. Remember, I'm a rock and roll man. So you're not familiar with this one? Yes, hands? I don't see your hands. Should I play a little bit more? Well, some of you, few of you. Okay. What about these more modern things? No, an oldie. No hands? No? Some in the back. Okay, some more modern things. Let's go to modern things. This is a test. What is it? Wonderwall, perfect. Yeah. What a nice tune. Okay, maybe you're more into rock. You need more distortion. Maybe? Let's take more distortion. Maybe. So what about this? Well, no. Let me take another one, which is very famous. You should know this one. Yeah. No hands in the air? No, definitely you're more rocking. You need more distortion. What about this? More hands in the air. This is smoke on the water. Perfect. What about this? Some hands in the air. Oh, yeah. One passionate hand in the air there. Yeah, great, great, great. Okay. What about maybe your, I don't know, let me check this. Let me check this. By chance, the last one, okay? Any hand in the air? This is Jimi Hendrix, Buddha Child. Very well. Thank you. Great. Yes, the man. All right. Well, I don't know. You don't seem very familiar to the. Maybe this one. Last one. If you know this one, it's gonna be fun. Do I have to sing it? Come on. What do you mean? Oh, when you nod your head, yes, but you want to say no. What do you mean? Oh. So you're more familiar with Justin Bieber? I can't believe you. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. Come on, Justin Bieber. Oh, rock and roll. Where's rock and roll? Well, I will try to forget about that, okay? I will do my best. Okay. Well, yeah, I have to tell you a lot of things. So let's get started. Let me start by telling you a story about how musicians, we've been transforming in this digitalization of the world because we've probably been the first ones to face this transformation. Because our business has been dramatically changed and upside down for the last 2 decades, I would say that. So it all started long ago. We musicians, we've been playing live forever, for centuries, for millenniums. Literally, that was our job. That was our value, playing live. And then we were paid for that in some way, somehow. But that was our business. But then, at the beginning of the last century, someone figured out how to record our music, our work, and write it into a vinyl things. Did you ever have a vinyls, discs in your hands? Yeah, some hands in the air. Please raise your hand. I cannot hear you. Yeah, some of you. Perfect. Thank you. So, you know what? That was such a change that musicians at the beginning, they denied that possibility. They say, no, I don't want to be recorded because if you record my job, then I will lose my job. If you record my music, I will lose my job. You won't need me anymore. That was the first reaction to this change. So this is a story about how we musicians have been evolving and adopting this change and adapting to this transformation. Because, the jazz musician syndicates in the United States, they said, we will never be recorded. We don't want to be recorded. But in the end, some years later, some musicians started to be recorded. And they realized that being recorded was a positive thing. Because suddenly they started getting phone calls that, hey, we heard your music and we want to hire you for a concert. And I was, you heard our music? Where? Oh, in a record. Wow! So this is a revenue generator. So at the end, all musicians wanted to be recorded, so they changed their minds. And that lasted for 60 years, 6 decades, and that started a big industry, who was the discovery, the labels industry, selling records, and we musicians. We got confused, and we thought that our business was selling records. Then, 60 years later, someone figured out how to convert the analog music into ones and zeros. So they digitalized our product, our value. And we found ourselves selling again the same music that we sold prior in vinyl, but now in a new format. So it was like, wow, this is great. I mean, I'm selling exactly the same job, the same work, for a new price. So most of us purchased again in CD format what we pre-owned in vinyl format. So musicians, they were really, really happy about that. But we opened the Pandora's box. Yeah, because after starting the CDs and converting our product, our value in ones and zeros, someone figured out how to separate the ones and zeros from the product, from the format. And then then Napster, Napster? Well, Napster was a peer-to-peer network where people shared our music and we got no money for it. So we were like terrified. And so piracy started with this digitalization, and we found ourselves that we thought that we were selling products that nobody was paying for anymore. So what happened then? Well, but in the end, in this transformation, we found ourselves playing live more than ever, because with this digitalization and piracy and everything else that we could consider an alternative distribution channel, think about it, we found that many more people were in touch with our music, with our product, our value. So in the end, now we have to go back home. We have to go back to the stages to play. Come on, this is sometimes the rock and roll world is like The Walking Dead. I don't know if you know the series is about zombies, The Walking Dead. So the rock and roll stages sometimes look like The Walking Dead. Because old bands realize that if they want to earn money again, they have to step on the stage again. They have to sweat their T-shirts again. They have to work again. So it's like, one day you see on TV, oh, the Eagles are playing live again. And you say, come on, the Eagles? But weren't they dead? No, they weren't. They're old, but they're still on track, no? Come on, Paul McCartney from the Beatles is still touring. Come on, no? So this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the Walking Dead, no? Maybe one day I will see Jimi Hendrix playing live again. I don't know. I hope not, because he's dead. He's really dead. But think about the change. We have had to change our mindset completely to adapt to this digitalization, because you know what? Our fans, they have been transforming, and they have finished their digital transformation yet. So now it's our problem to adapt to them again. So in the end, we realized that we were confused, because we thought that we were selling products, but in the end, we realized that we are selling experiences. An experience is when we play live, we perform live, and people is coming, and people is jumping, and people is shouting, and people is smiling and crying, and that's an experience, and that cannot be digitalized. Right? So, we have to change our mindsets. Look at this. We have evolved from touring as a marketing method to promote the CD sales towards creating a new CD so that we have the excuse, we have the purpose to do a new tour. This has been probably the biggest change in our minds, because we realize that there's the value. Where's the value? In the product? In the music? No. You probably heard about Coldplay. How many of you are familiar with Coldplay? Oh, many of you. Well, good to know. So Coldplay have been evolving. I'm going to talk about Coldplay a little bit later on, but they've been evolving towards a band. Every new release with Coldplay, I'm skeptical. When I listen to the music, I remain skeptical. I don't like the same as the first records. But when I went to the live performance, then I understood it all. It was like, now I understand the music. They are not thinking only about the music. They're thinking about the delivering of the music. They're thinking about the experience. There's where's the value now. And selling records is a secondary thing. It's a completely secondary thing. It was the first thing for decades, but now it's completely secondary. And finally, we found out that internet, it was not our enemy. It was our best friend, because it enabled us to contact with our fans in a different way, more close to them, more personal. And that's fantastic. I will show an example a little bit later on. And now let me show you a concert by Coldplay. Are you ready? So this is a concert, not from the present tour, but from the previous tour. This was the first concert, the first performance of the whole tour. It was made in Madrid, in Spain. And this was the first one. So look at this and pay attention to all details, especially to some beautiful butterflies that you're going to see. Enjoy.
she was just a girl.
Okay, so now
She
let me-
expected the world.
let me explain what you're watching. Apparently, this is a rock show, no, isn't it? It's a rock concert, apparently. But no, this is much more. This is an innovation, state-of-the-art thing. These guys, well, I was sitting in my couch, in my sofa at night. I was in my pajamas. I opened my browser and saw a tweet, Twitter, Twitter, from Coldplay saying, right now on the stage in Madrid, Spain. And I clicked on that link and I went to a YouTube page, YouTube for sure. I was driven to YouTube and I was, no, you kidding me? This is the real thing. I mean, I'm watching live the first concert of the whole tour for free. For free, that was amazing. No? Wow, what the hell is this? So I was there, and in the YouTube screen, I have an invitation on the side telling me, design your own Coldplay butterfly. And I entered that, click there, and was driven to a new page where I designed my own butterfly. I put my name on the body of the butterfly, and I sent the butterfly where? To Madrid. This song was performed in the number 9 of the set list, right? Number 9. So they had like 8 songs. That's 1 hour, 1 hour 20 or something like that. So they have time enough to get butterflies coming from all over the world. Think about that. All over the world, sending butterflies to the same place in Madrid, and they live, gathering all that stuff, and then projecting them. Amazing. So these guys, this concert became worldwide viral in only 20 minutes because they were using what we, the fans, like to use, which is our Twitter, our Facebook, our Instagram, all that stuff. So all they're doing is igniting that necessity that we feel to share our emotions. I will talk about emotions later on. But this is a fact. I mean, 20 minutes, worldwide viral, the whole planet sending these beautiful butterflies. And they turn this, what normally is an indoor thing, into a worldwide thing. Think about it. Now, we, human beings, we celebrate planetary events using just YouTube. We don't need to invest in a new platform. No, you can use YouTube. It's almost for free. And they used everybody's favorite networks, social networks. That's it. So it's apparently very easy to do. They did it. And you know what? Oh, you can think, well, if they were showing the entire first concert, what happened to the tour? Nobody else paid for a ticket. What do you think? Sold out everywhere. Because we, the fans, we had the chance to witness that. And we wanted to be there. Because there in the concert, wonderful things happened. Wonderful things happened. These guys are marketing masters. So here's the first question. I promised you inspiring questions. Here's the first question for you. Are you taking advantage of your customers' new digital behavior? I don't have an answer. You will have the answer. Each one of you will have a different answer. That's a trick. But this is an important answer that you have to, an important question that you have to make yourselves. Are we taking advantage of what they're doing now? What they like to do, their customer behavior, because customer behavior has been entirely digitalized. It's not only about having a web page or a Facebook page. That's not the business. The business is igniting this thing that they all have. They need to share those emotions. Because the next topic, this is the first question. Let's go to the next question. The next topic is about emotions. Have you ever thought that emotions could be a value proposition? You're marketing professionals. Come on, you've heard you're fed out of listening about the unique value proposition. All right. Unique value proposition. But what about emotions as a value? So let me show you something, because I have a theory. We all are adults here in this room, right? Sure? Are you sure? Are you really sure you're adults? Because I have a theory, and my theory is that adults are nothing but kids, big size. Yeah. This is my first time in Bangladesh, but I'm sure that you are as human as me. So you have emotions, as I do. I've been traveling the whole planet, and everywhere I've gone, they have the same thing inside, emotions. We can have different ways of expressing and sharing our emotions depending on cultural things, but the right thing, the truth is that we all have emotions, the same ones, right? So let me show you an example just to see how emotions have the power to change people's behavior. Short video, just for you. Can we get more people just the stairs and walking? People start playing. So they changed behavior of 66% of people, which is a lot. Look at that. Look at that. Have you seen that? So he barely can walk, but he wants to feel that emotion because it's fun. And we all need emotions. I mean, in marketing, we think that reason guides, but emotions decide. And there's a child within each one of you who's taking decisions every day. And inside of your clients, your customers, and even inside of your boss, believe it or not. You know what I mean? Think about the last meeting with him. So, yeah, we have emotions. Our life is completely driven by emotions, but since we are adults, we need to build a rationale to explain our decisions. That's it, because, yeah, all the society surrounding us, they expect that we take rational decisions, adult decisions. But the truth said is that we have kids inside of us taking decisions every day because of emotions. Everything we do in freedom in life is because we want to feel some emotions. Everything we do. So there's a phenomenon, a human phenomenon that we call emotional contagion. We musicians, we work with that, with this thing. I invite you to work with it. I could talk a lot about this, but yeah, I prefer to show you the best example in the rock world of what the hell is emotional contagion. But first, please, technical control. Could we dim the lights? I mean, blackout. Let's recreate a rock concert ambience. All lights off. Great. Now, can we bring beers for everyone? No? It's not possible? No? Okay. So you do the job. You'll do the job. Imagine you have a beer in your hands, right? And enjoy this. I don't know if you know AC/DC. Enjoy. This is emotional contagion, okay? the video now. I could feel you're very, you were enjoying the show, right? Well, by the way, this concert is for free in YouTube. For you, I mean, just check ACDC Argentina. That was made in Argentina, and you will find this. This is wonderful. So did you see that man? Those men that were like, ah! By the way, this means we love you in the rock world. We love you, right? So people is like, ah! With someone else, ah! And they don't know him. But this is rock and roll. I mean, you cannot go to an opera house and just hang out there. Ah, I love this Verdi. This solo is amazing. No, you will be fired. But in the world of rock and roll, everything is permitted because our kids inside, they need to go out and play. That's it. So, but this is the human race. The human being is like this. I don't know if you've ever been into a concert like this. Yes, some of you. Will you ever forget? Never. Will you ever forget? No. You know why? Because emotions are like an ink with which we humans, we write our memories. If there's an emotion, it burns in your memory forever, good or bad. So if you're causing a bad emotion to a customer of yours, he will remember that forever. So take care. But that's something that you can use. We musicians, we use this. We work with emotions. You can think that we musicians, we are composers or performers. Most of the times we are both. And that's correct. But from my point of view, I've been unprogrammed, deprogrammed. From my point of view, we musicians, we are emotions designers. We can design emotions. But you can design emotions as well. Think about it. It's very easy. In fact, we are designing emotions continuously, but we don't think about it. I mean, when we introduce somebody, we smile, no? And we say, yeah, because instinctively, we're trying to create a positive emotion. We are trying to design that emotion, right? So we are pure emotions designers. You are pure emotions designers. You have that power, but you have to take the decision of thinking about it. I mean, you've heard about marketing plans, isn't it? Have you ever thought about marketing plans as emotional marketing plans? Have you ever heard about touch points? Touch points are every time a customer gets in touch with your brand, because, I don't know, he's watching TV and he watches a TV commercial of your brand, or because he's making a telephone call to your customer service, or because he's just touching your product. Every touch point is an occasion. There's a possibility, a hidden possibility to design positive emotions. Because you know what? Do you think that we musicians, do you think we have clients, customers? Do you think we have customers? But do we call them customers? How do we call them? Fans, exactly. We call them fans. And using this different word means a lot, because that changes completely our attitude towards our customers. We want to please them. We want to amaze them. We want to design emotions for them. We want to build an emotional link so that they stay with us forever. So I'm talking about loyalty. That's marketing again. So we try to be meaningful to them, to do things that they agree, that they like, that they love, that mean things to them. That's what we do. So the second question for you this evening is this one. Are you paying enough attention to your customers' emotions? Think about that. I don't have the answer. You will have the answer. And there's a fact It's been recognized many times. The essential difference between emotion and reason is that emotion leads to action, while reason only leads to conclusions. What do you want, conclusions or action? That's it. It's clear. If you want action, then you have to use emotions. Remember the piano stairs. 66% of people change their behavior because there was an emotion, a very little, tiny emotion involved, and they want to feel that. We are human beings. We're emotional beings, not that rational. Unfortunately, 95% of our messages, of our marketing messages, are addressed to the 5% of our reason that takes decisions. It's okay. We know that most of the decisions are taken with emotions, but we need to give some kind of rational to the rational side, because he or she will need to build a rational behind their decision. So, okay, give your customers some reasons. You cannot work only with emotions. Give some reasons, but pay attention to emotions. Are they feeling right? That's I was talking about when I was talking about the emotion marketing plan. Emotions or emotional marketing plan is about planning how you want your customers to feel at every touch point in the customer journey, in the customer journey map. And the same important is how you never want them to feel in a touch point. Because you need to pay attention to both things, what you want and what you don't want under any circumstance. Okay, the next topic is about curiosity. Curiosity is a human, it's part of our human beings, it's part of our human behavior, it's natural. Curiosity is present across all humanity. Our customers have curiosity. So can we feed their curiosity? Well, I don't know if you know this TV show. Are you familiar with it? It's How Do They Do It? Some of you, yeah? This is one of my favorites of all time. I mean, they've been on the TV, they explain, to the ones who are not familiar, they explain in very short chapters, they explain how do they do anything. How do they build this microphone? Or how do they cook bread? Or how do they build a ship? Or anything. They're explaining everything. So I love watching this TV program because it feeds my curiosity. I'm curious. I like to know how everything is built and produced. No? They've been 10 years on air, 14 seasons. So it's a successful TV show. And that means that curiosity exists. That's a proof. How we musicians can use this? Well, I'm going to mention one of my favorite musicians. Oh, by the way, before that, the slogan of these people, of this program, is behind the ordinary is the extraordinary. I'm sure a lot of things that you do could be explained and could be showed and could give some value. I've been programmed to go to the bakery and buy bread, and purchase bread, without watching how they prepare the bread, how they cook it. I would love watching how they cook the bread I'm going to eat. Think about it. We've been, as enterprises, we've been educated somehow in showing only the finalized product, only the final thing. But if we think about that, imagine that you're producing a product, you have many competitors, and you are investing a lot in your production chain, and you're putting a lot of effort and care in your production. And another competitor beside you is not putting the same effort and everything, but the final product looks the same. If you're only showing the final product, you're competing head to head with someone who shouldn't be competing against you, because his product is completely different. So could you show your kitchen? Could you show your black box? Could you show some part of your production system so that people can think, wow, these people are great. They're putting a lot of quality or a lot of care, a lot of love in what I'm going to purchase. No? So, well, yeah, I was going to tell you about John Mayer. John Mayer is one of my favorite musicians of all time. I don't know how many of you know John Mayer? Great. So John Mayer is an American singer-songwriter. Normally, this is John Mayer playing live. He normally plays in front of thousands of people. I mean, he's very, very famous. I mean, stadiums. He plays in stadiums. But a week ago, it was in the morning. I was just about to take a shower, and right before stepping into the shower, my smartphone pinged. Said ping. I said, what? I opened the browser, and I had a message on Instagram. You know Instagram? Instagram. That's a social network. It could have been, I don't know, Facebook or any other, but it was Instagram. So, and I read the message, and the message was, John Mayer is playing live now. I was like, what? So I opened the browser, and this happens.
With a whole bunch of rejects.
That's John Mayer in
John,
his
write a
room
song right now.
in Los Angeles. He was
It's
about to
asking
go
a
to
hell
sleep.
of a lot from
I
me.
was, it was in the morning in Barcelona. He's reading messages.
Yeah, there's a little thing in there.
I don't know, in the top of the image, you can see more than 5,000 people watching.
Hello, San Francisco from Los Angeles.
He's answering
Any
some
Beatles influence?
questions.
Only in so much as like the production of stuff.
And now
you
he's
know?
going to play. Much better than me. So the thing is, he uses, it's like Coldplay, you know, he uses these social networks that we, his fans, will love using to get in contact. And I took my shower while John Mayer was playing for me, which is amazing. Yeah? I was, wow, John Mayer is playing live now in his room. Amazing. So I felt so connected. I felt so privileged that, wow. And you can send these hearts. If you touch the screen here, you're sending hearts. I love it. So there's a continuous flow of hearts from all people. So this is an example of how we can use social networks to show our kitchen, our black box, to give some value to things that we normally don't, because he's rehearsing every day. But we only give value to the live performance. But this is valuable. I'm a fan. This is valuable. I would pay to say this, to see this. So the next question for you, the third question this evening is, how can you use your customers' curiosity? Because I'm sure, depending on your product and service, I'm sure that they would be curious about how you do what you do. Think about it. I'm sure you could show some things and take the chance and build a new occasion, an original occasion for them that will link them to you. Because again, if you design some emotions, you will create an emotional link. But your customers, they're not only curious, they are creative. We all are creative. Creativity is human being. You are creative. I am creative. Everywhere in the world where I've been, it's about the same. People are creative. And nowadays, creativity is much more boosted than any other time in history because we have social networks. Come on, sharing a picture on Facebook maybe is not the same amount of creativity as writing a song or painting a picture, but is some part of creativity. You've seen something interesting, you make your picture, that's your creativity, and then you share it with hundreds of friends. You can write articles, you can do anything and you can share it. So yeah, people is creative. And think about this. All these platforms that you're going to see, they are only the platforms. I mean, these business models are lying only on people's creativity. And they're really famous. I mean, Facebook has been built on top of people's creativity. They are providing only the platform. But all contents are provided by people. That's what we know as crowdsourcing, customer-generated content. That's marketing again. But yeah, all these platforms are very successful, and they're only relying on people's creativity. Let me mention an example. I don't know, do you know Starbucks? Starbucks? So Starbucks has been using people's creativity for 10 years now. All they had to do was to create a web page, very cheap for them. It's just a web page, and invite everyone to share their ideas using this hashtag, which is my Starbucks idea. So if you go to a Starbucks shop and you have an idea, anything. I mean, you can give your opinion about, I don't know, I like Irish coffee, but what if you bring a topping with strawberries? Whatever. People are sending literally hundreds of thousands of ideas for free. For free, because you're inviting them to talk with you, which is amazing. I mean, we customers, sometimes I don't know if I'm a customer, if I'm a professional, but we are all customers. We love to tell the big brand about the product, the way we would like it to be delivered or to be designed, or the way we would like the user experience to be. So this way is a very, very cheap way of creating it. If you, visit, when you can, visit My Starbucks Idea, the webpage, you will find, the last time I was there, they had like more than 300,000 ideas. The people in Starbucks, they're working with the ideas, they're grouping the ideas depending on the topic, and then they're working to the most mentioned and repeated ideas. And they have a link on top of the page saying, your ideas in action. So it's not only about listening, it's about listening and then taking decisions. If you enter the Your Ideas in Action link, you will find what they're doing with all these ideas. So the most important ideas, they're doing things. So we, the customers of Starbucks, we feel more engaged with the brand because that brand listens, is listening. And it's not only listening, he's listening and he's acting, he's answering. He's not answering every hashtag, but he's answering with their actions, which is great. Because it's not anymore about we, the brands, and them, the customers. We have to tear down that wall because now it's about all together now, surrounding the same value and talking about it. That's a new concept. So the fourth question for you after this example is, how can you use your customers' creativity? Think about it. You'll find a way. They're there. You can talk to them. They can talk to you. It's very easy. It's costless. I mean, all you have to do is to create your own hashtag. Come on. It's very easy. And the last topic is about human values. You see, I don't believe marketing is about selling more and more and more and more. That's the old thing. I believe much more than marketing. Well, for me, marketing is about. I have like a biological angle to think about marketing. For me, marketing is about finding your ecosystem, not growing forever. Why growing forever? Do we need to grow forever? If we grow forever, the planet will explode. It's not possible. We cannot grow forever. Double digit, no, it's not possible. But for me, it's more a biological point of view that we need to find our ecosystem and build our sustainability. We can live forever with sustainability. So let's do something. Let's think that every euro or every dollar or every taka, is that the name of your? Thank you. So every taka is a vote. Think about this. I know it's weird, but because when you're voting in a democracy, when you're voting for your politicians, normally your politicians, my politicians, our politicians, they have a manifesto. So they are telling you, vote for me because I want to build this. So if you vote for me and I'm elected, I will work in this direction. I don't know, here in Bangladesh, in Spain, politicians never accomplish that. So I don't know, is it the same here? Is it? No, you're kidding me? Well, so that we're brothers, you know. Yeah, thank you. So, but the thing is that at least they are telling us what they want to do with the power we are giving them through our votes. But when we are paying for a brand, we are giving power to them. Because every coin, every dollar, every euro, every taka is a vote. I don't know if you've heard about Zara, the Spanish brand Zara. Yeah, Amancio Ortega, which is the founder, is probably, I think this year, he's the richest man in the world. And when I think about him, I think, and what the hell is he doing for this world? Come on, he could sit head-to-head with the prime minister and ask him to approve better laws and to do fair things, and he's not doing it. But I would like him to do it. So the thing is that, look, these are some social networks, some applications you can download to your cellular phones. These applications mean a lot because this means that the customer is becoming empowered with information. With these applications, you can scan the code of a product before purchasing it, and they will provide you information about that company. Is that company paying the same wages to men and women? Is it contaminating the world? Is it sustainable? So then you can take decisions. That means that customers are gaining more and more power. They are watching us. Or we are watching them. Or we are watching you. Well, everybody's watching everybody. So this is the new situation. I mean, they know a lot of things about us. So it's better for us to act in the right way. Because it's not anymore about the quality of the product. It's about how did I build this product? Did I contaminate this product? Did I use little children to build this product? Did I, whatever else, you name the bad thing that some companies do to bring this quality product. You know? So I'm much more interested in voting for the right companies than on buying the maximum quality, much more. So the planet, you know, this is a big trend among consumers. That's the responsible consumer, responsible consumption, right? So consumers that are thinking about the impact of their decisions. So, well, Bicot, for instance, they say, vote with your wallet to create change. eGood, they say, choose businesses that choose good. You know, the claims say everything. You know? Open Labels say, the products we buy have an enormous impact on the kind of world we live in, but we know almost nothing about them, so they're giving you information. This is reality. This is a growing trend. So we'd better take an action on that. Because we should do positive things for the world. And as a customer, I would like to pay to companies that are building something good, not only because of the stock market and everything. No. I want this power to be well used, right? Because I'm voting for them. So that's the next question. So you will find, well, some brands are working on this. They are adding some values to their value proposition or the unique selling proposition. Tesla, for instance, I don't know if you're aware of Tesla developments. They are building electric cars. You know, what I like best about Tesla is that they're not only talking about, oh, this product is fantastic, which is fantastic. I know, the cars are fantastic. But they're talking much more about free energy for everyone. I mean, we have a power station in the sky, which is the sun, and it's forever, and it's for everyone, and we shouldn't pay for that energy anymore. So let's build a green planet. Let's build something more fair for everyone. These are the values that I'm paying attention. So I will, well, in fact, I've purchased a Tesla. It will be delivered in 1 year and a half to my house. But I'm purchasing a Tesla because I'm purchasing these values. I know there are other cars, probably better or more fashion or whatever, but I want to buy those values. I'm a human being. I'm conscious. I think I'm intelligent, average. So I want my consumption decisions to have a positive impact on the planet. You have Fairphone. Fairphone is another company. I don't know if you've heard about them. Every one of us, we all have a smartphone on the pocket. But these guys, they are building fair phones, meaning they can assure you that all components, all people are well treated in their factories and they're paying fair wages. And no component is extracted from conflict areas in Africa. For instance, you've heard about the coltan conflict, So these people can assure you, if you buy that phone, you will be supporting a good company. And then you have Tom's. Tom's, I invite you to search that online. They are, every time you buy a pair of shoes, they're sending a pair of shoes to someone in need, which is good. I mean, I feel myself, wow, I'm helping. So, because it's very difficult for me to help someone on the other side of the planet, but if I can do that easily with every purchasing decision, that's a value. So yeah, values can be a value proposition. So the last question for you is, can you add some values, some human values, to your unique value proposition or your unique selling proposition? Because this is a new trend. And the world is going toward this direction. In fact, last year, Professor Philip Calder and myself, we wrote an article together talking about this. It's been submitted to a very important media. I cannot share it with you, not yet because it hasn't been released yet. But yeah, we're very aligned in this idea that the change in the world will come from consumption decisions. So we need to empower more the customer so that they can help us take the right decisions and become sustainable, all of us, and competitive. And this is thanks to this digital transformation, because they all have this information, because they have their smartphones with their applications, and they can access all that information. So just to finish, to summarize as a final message. Oh, it's not the final, but yeah. One of the final messages is, we need to transform. If you want to fly, you have to transform. Because your customers, they did it long ago. So if you want to fly, you have to transform. Right? And now, I would like to finish designing some emotions for you and with you. Because I started playing something, and I'm a musician. And you came here because you were curious, isn't it? What the hell? A man talking about marketing and an electric guitar? You were curious, so you took the decision of staying here. Remember? Curiosity. And do you know, I'm curious, do you know a band called Queen? This is Queen. So why don't we do something special to finish this journey? Why don't we make some rock and roll together? Great. So, yes, please, could you, I will ask you to stand up. Everybody standing up. Everybody, the whole room. I'm watching in the back. I'm watching you. Hello, are you there? All right. So let's divide the room into two sections. Let's use this corridor, right? This corridor. We have a carpet in the, so you know a song called We Will Rock You? Yeah. Perfect. Why don't we do play our own version of We Will Rock You? Are you with me? Come on. So that's great. This is great. You're shooting this in video? Tomorrow, I want to see this on YouTube. Okay, so but nobody's watching, no pressure, okay? No pressure. Okay, so let's divide the room into two. The ones in the back, you will be in this team, okay? This team. Yeah. Because, the tables, right? So let's start by this team. You're going to help me. And this, you're going to be, you're going to play the body percussion, right? As we have carpets, it's not worthwhile doing this because it won't sound. But I will tell you, I will give you the pattern. The pattern is, okay? So now, it's your turn. Woo! Only them, you wait. Coordination. Woo, it sounds great. Perfect, okay. Perfect, thank you. Now, they have to sing. Now it's time for the singers. Hello, singers. How are you? Are you there? You like to sing? No, now you cannot change. You're gonna change. All right, so the singers, you have to sing We Will Rock You, right? Do you want me to sing the part? Yeah. In my experience, all around the globe, it sounds much better if when you sing, you do like this. All right? When you raise your hands, it sounds much better. Okay? Believe me. Right? So are you ready?
Yes.
No, them. I want to hear them. Thank you. You're a believer, eh? You're a believer. So are you ready? Yes. Okay, now sing with me. I'm going to sing first and you repeat me, okay? You have to give it all, right? Give it all to me, okay? And enjoy. This is rock and roll, okay? So it's, I drink some water. Singing like Freddie Mercury is very complicated. Okay? So they say, we will rock you. We will. Stronger, no? Louder. Come on, again. 1, 2, 3. Much better, no? Much better. Okay. So this is how it goes. You will start with the body percussion at my command, okay? Don't run, okay? If you run, we all have to run, and it's a disaster, right? Don't run. Listen to each other. Coordination. This is teamwork, okay? And we're going to send this last message. This is a marketing message. This is the last marketing concept I want to share with you. 40 years ago, the Queen, they composed this song thinking in how it will sound when they play that with the audience, not for the audience, with the audience. And we, in the world of business, the time has come to start doing things with our clients, with our customers, not for them, with them, okay? So this is the concept, okay? I hope you will remember that forever. Okay, I'm going to grab my guitar. So you will start at my command. I will sing 3 times. So you start, I sing, you answer, where are you? Giving it all. All right? So you follow, singing the second one, you answer me, giving it all again. You keep on doing, sing the third thing, and you give it whatever else it's in your stomach. I mean, I want it all, right? You have to sing with your hearts, okay? And you keep on going with the body percussion, and then I will make the solo guitar, I will play the original one, which stops all of a sudden, but it was written like that, so. Yeah, we have sound, okay. So the question now is, are you ready? Woo! Body or the boy, make a big noise, play it in the streets, gonna be a big man someday. You got body on your face, you big disgrace, kicking your can all over the place. Woo! Come on! Very well, very nice. Body of a young man, hard man, shining in the streets, gonna take on the world someday. You got blood on your face, you big disgrace, waving your banner all over the place. Woo! Come on! Woo! Very nice. Body, you're an old man, poor man, clicking with your eyes, gonna make you some peace someday. You got money on your face, you big disgrace. Somebody better put you back into your place. Woo! Come on! Amazing. Thank you very much. And now it's time for, thank you very much. You want me to stay? Oh, he wants me to stay.
Yeah, well, if you didn't know, you know now. And what is that knowledge? That you can sing. But yes, thanks for a very, very entertaining session, Salva. I now request Shariful to come on stage and hand over a little memento.
Wow, thank you. Wow. Thank you so much. Wow.
Yeah, this is made in jute bag.
Ooh. Great, thank you very much. This is rock and roll for me. Thank you.
Well, there you are, ladies and gentlemen. A full day, a lot to think over, some very serious stuff, some not so serious stuff, the value of emotions. What didn't we cover? I think quite a lot. I hope it's been rewarding for all of you. That's what branding in the digital age is going to be like. You've got some ideas, and I'm sure whatever you've learned, you can go and make that better and come up with even newer solutions in your own professional endeavors. With that, I'd like to close today's Bangladesh Brand Forum Seminar 2017 with our thanks to all the participants, speakers, and moderators, and special thanks to all our partners. The title partner, American International University Bangladesh, AIUB, powered by Dhaka Bank Limited and Beximco, in association with the Daily Star, supported by Yellow, Rahim Afroz, Solar, and BEOL. Le Meridian Dhaka, who are the event partner, Etihad Airways, the airlines partner, Shopno, the retail partner, Terracotta, the branding partner, Marketing Society Bangladesh, MSP, strategic partner, Independent TV media partner, technology partner Amra, PR partner Masthead PR, and social media partner Webbable Digital. But I think the biggest thanks must go to all of you for your attendance, for your patience, for sitting through a tiring day, but I hope a rewarding one. And I hope that when we come around for the next session of this wonderful occasion, we'll see you there. My name, they told you at the beginning, in case you've forgotten, is Mahmoud Rahman, and I wish you all a very good evening. Snacks are served, tea, coffee outside, and wherever your journey takes you, travel happy, travel safe. Good night.